Did you see people were mad about the new God of War? No, not people, idiots. Only idiots were mad about the new God of War. And those idiots are obsessed with Kratos, and Kratos would despise all of them for the way they talk about Faye. He spent so long of 2018 trying to get Atreus to be respectful of the way he talks about Faye, and now he's got to deal with these keyboard warriors everywhere disrespecting Kratos' wife. You figure if you're a fan of Kratos and who he is as a man, as a god, that you would be a fan of the woman he chose to marry. It's insane not to want to see what she's capable of with how highly Kratos praised her. I see people are comparing this to like Spider-Man games, and would you want to see a Spider-Man game where Aunt May is the main character? Is Aunt May fighting against gods, doing backflips in the air with a sword? I don't think so, but if she was, I would be down to play that game, because Aunt May is part of Spider-Man's story in the same way that Faye is integral to the story of Kratos. Especially because guess who birthed Atreus? I'll give you a hint. It rhymes with lay. And for the people saying it shouldn't be titled God of War because it's not about Kratos, Kratos hasn't had that title for a while, for one. But when we started the games, guess what title he also didn't have? God of War. Guess who had that? Ares, which was the bad guy of the game. Guess what the gods are in this game? Guess who the bad guys are and what they are the gods of? I will give you a hint. It rhymes with lore. And you don't know the lore of any of this if you don't enjoy this game. Because, honestly, Faye is just setting up for some crazy shit in the future. Her story is intertwined with Kratos and Atreus, regardless of whether you like her or not, or whether you like the situation or not. It's just how things go. And if you don't know that, you're a fake God of War fan. That's all there is to it. It's that plain and simple, or you're just sexist, which is probably most of you.
What's good? It's Big Bruh again. And I swear, these new generation of gamers are crazy. We can't have nothing. They're never happy. If you don't know what I'm talking about, oh, I forgot to introduce myself. This is Big Bruh again. It's whatever. I'm just going to jump right to it. We can't have anything. These gamers, if you want to call them gamers, complain about everything. If you don't know what I'm talking about, there's been a trailer about the new God of War Laufey, or Laufey, however you want to say her name. If you played 1 and 2, you know exactly who she is. She's a big part of the story for the first one, but for some reason that doesn't matter with these incels. So they're upset that the new game you have to play as a woman. The same argument that's been going on for a couple of years now. People say there's a political agenda when there's a woman instead of a man. But this is getting pretty much old. These Asmongold fans are annoying as hell. And don't forget legendary drops. I'm disappointed of legendary drops because I thought he had common sense. But the first thing he says is, this game is not made for us. It's not made for the guys. What are you talking about? So if you're not familiar with God of War is normally Kratos, and you should know, this is a gaming channel, you should know God of War. And people are upset because they don't want to play as this character. They want to play as Kratos. And they're coming out the woodwork with, they don't want to play as a woman. And it's getting pretty much old. They had the same argument with Ciri for The Witcher. The Witcher 3 was the main protagonist was Geralt. Geralt was the main character, but Ciri was a big part of that story. If you haven't played the game, Ciri is a very powerful person. She has special powers in the Wild Hunt, which is these guys that's going after her. They want to control it. In the next Witcher installment is Ciri being the main protagonist. And they had an issue with that because it's a woman. These guys, these so-called gamers, I'm starting to think that they just love dudes. I'm starting to think that you guys just want to play as guys because that's your fantasy. Because if you're complaining about these characters being the main character, we had Lara Croft for Tomb Raider. We had Bayonetta. Why are you guys complaining about this now? It's the same fan base. It's the same people complaining about everything. And we're not going to have any games because every single game that has came out or had a trailer, there's been an issue about it. There's been an issue about Marathon. There's been an issue about God of War. There's been an issue about just recently Stella Blade. They were crying about Stella Blade, saying that the girl looks too young. The girl doesn't look like the old Stella Blade. But before they were saying the girl was too sexy. Then they was complaining about Pragmata. They wanted to be pedophiles and create mods for the little girl for a Pragmata. It's going on and on. It's always something. And this is getting a little bit old. So I don't understand why people are complaining about the new God of War, because this character is part of the story. She's a big part of the story. Freaking Kratos' axe that he uses was her axe. It was made for her. Everything was a big part of the story based off of her. It wasn't just Kratos. It wasn't just Atreus, aka Loki. It was her too. On the very first encounter with, I forgot his name, was it Balder? I think it was Balder. The very first fight. Once he showed up, he wasn't looking for Kratos. He was looking for Faye or Laufey or whatever you want to say. He was looking for Kratos' wife. That was the first encounter that the old dude was looking for. He was looking to fight his wife. And if you remember, the first thing that Balder says is, I was expecting you to be bigger. The reason why he said that, because Kratos' wife is a giant. She's part of that race or whatever, those godlings or whatever they call it. She's a giant. And that's what Balder was thinking about. So she's a big part of it. The whole story is them going on the top of that mountain and dumping her ashes. But these so-called gamers, I don't even think these dudes even played the game. I think they're just grifting. A lot of guys just grifting just to grift and complaining just to complain. They're complaining about playing as women, but they swear they complain more than women. They nag more than women. That's why I know they don't have any girlfriends or touched any woman besides their mom, because they're Asmongold fans and Legendary Drop fans. This is getting stupid and old. Why is this a big issue? I don't understand. You guys are getting a freaking remake trilogy of God of War, remade, upscaled, everything. You guys are going to get enough Kratos as you please, if that makes you horny or not. But to have this big of a reaction for this game, for a spinoff, is crazy. I don't get it. I don't get this generation. And just like the video that I just posted at the beginning, the TikToker, it's just, you can tell that these guys they're not normal. These so-called gamers are not normal people. They're not gamers. They're just people that fell out of the political realm, the red pill realm, and they're just in gaming just to be in gaming because they don't get any attention anywhere else. And the people saying it's part of this political agenda, I don't get that. I don't get what political agenda that this game is trying to push. I don't get it. You guys are just trying to find issues out of nothing because you guys are miserable. You're miserable. You're lonely. You guys haven't had girlfriends ever. The only woman y'all touched is your mom's. Y'all listen to Asmongold stuck in his attic with roaches everywhere. I don't get these new gamers, because the old gamers in the early 2000s would play anything if it looked good. It didn't matter if it was a woman, man, alien, kid, or whatever. If it looked good and the gameplay looked fun, gamers will play it. But these fake political woke hating people that's trying to push their own agendas, because that's what they're doing. They're pushing their own agendas on us, but trying to disguise it like gaming companies is pushing the agendas instead. Like every single game that came out this year, there's been a freaking complaint. Everybody just complains about everything. The freaking what's that story-based game? Mixtape. They complained about Mixtape. They complained about Marathon. They complained about what else? What other game they complained about? It's almost every single video game that comes out. They complain about. They complain about Crimson Desert. Crimson Desert is a hit now. Now everybody magically loves it. But they complained about that. They said, "Oh, there was no story. They used AI." Like, we can't have nothing. Y'all bitch just a bitch. Like, if I wanted to hear bitching, I would just speak to my girlfriend when she's on that time of the month and just let her nag to me about work. You guys complain too much about things that don't even matter. Like the gameplay, the trailer, when I was watching the trailer, like when I seen the trailer, I didn't even see the backlash immediately. I was like, oh, that's interesting. We're gonna play as Kratos' wife, Laufey, and she's a god too. She looks good. Like the fighting looks amazing. And when the lore with her, the lore that I learned, like Kratos loved her, how strong she's really, really strong. They said Kratos and her had a standstill, and also Thor, she fought Thor and had a standstill with him. Like, she's pretty powerful. So the people that are complaining about it just because it's a woman, like, you can tell that these people are miserable. They don't like women. They don't like anything but white men or white cock or whatever. Like, you guys just need to come out the closet. I support it. Just come out the closet. If y'all that desperate to play Kratos, I think you guys have some other issues. I think you guys need to play the old games or something. Play the first 2 Gods of War or something, because you guys are desperate for some Kratos burly muscles and beard, because getting upset because it's a woman is ridiculous. Then Asmongold trying to say, well, the reason why we don't want to play her because she's not hot enough. Like, you guys are weird, bruh. You guys are really, really weird and lonely. And good thing you guys have the internet, because you guys didn't have the internet, you guys probably would not survive. But it's getting old. The gaming hate is getting old. I'm excited about the game. I'll probably play it on PC because I'm not getting a PS5 or anything. I got Xbox and PC, so if it comes on PC, I'm definitely gonna play it. It looks like I want to know what happened with her, because I'm all about story like that. The first 2 of the reboot installments of God of War that came out in 2018, and the other one, God of War 2 with Thor and all them, the stories was great. The first story was perfect. Like, the ending of that God of War, like them finding out Atreus is Loki and finding out like she was a giant and all the other stuff, it put things all together pretty well. But this is getting old. Like, you guys are lonely as hell to complain about every single video game that's come out. Like, we can't have nothing. Like, you guys are never happy. You guys absolutely, like, if the game doesn't match your vision and your fantasy, you guys cry about it. You cry about it like little bitches. Like, you guys are the softest generation I ever seen. I never seen a generation so soft, but talk about masculinity a lot. You guys are soft. You guys are lonely. Y'all moms babied you guys like way too much. I could tell you guys got spoiled by your moms until y'all was like 18 or something. Probably still spoiled by your moms. You guys have no masculinity, no strength, no mental fortitude at all to be crying this much from a video game. I don't get it. It's getting old. Like, this grift is getting old. Send it back to the freaking politics, because I believe after that 2020, the pandemic, I think it brought a lot of non-gamers that had nowhere else to go to gaming. And now they're just fucking it up by complaining about every single thing. Asmongold is using the audience to make money. Legendary drops. I used to respect him, but now he became a full-on grifter and just sucking off Asmongold because Asmongold posted this video, and now he's just freaking saying the same thing Asmongold says, being his mouthpiece. So it's getting old, bruh. I'm tired of the grift. I'm tired of I don't want to play as a woman. Like, it's not that big of a deal, but these grifters, there's something else. I never seen it before. I'm seeing it on TikTok. I'm seeing it on Twitter. People saying God of Laundry. Like, it's not even funny. Like, it makes you look very, very small. And you really want to play Kratos? Like, you guys want to play Kratos, but you guys don't have his ideology at all. You guys are not mature as him. So why you guys want to play as him? So I don't get it. A lot of the people, the same people that was crying about Pragmata, they wanted to mod her and be pedophiles, are the same people that's crying about them switching Kratos to Laufey for this spinoff. It's ridiculous. But if you disagree, leave a comment. Thank you guys for listening. I hope gaming gets back to normal, but this is getting old. This hate for just women protagonists is pretty much done. And I would understand, like, the thing is, I would understand if they just changed Kratos into a woman, just like saying, okay, we're in a different universe and Kratos is a woman now. Like, okay, then I'll be like, okay, what the heck is this? What is this? Okay, I'll understand that. But since this is a part of the story, like, she's actually a big part of the story, you guys shouldn't be complaining about this at all. You guys should be interested if you cared about God of War. But I think a lot of you guys didn't even play the first 2 games. You guys just complaining just to complain. That's just me. These are non-gamers. Hopefully they can just leave the gaming space because they're just lonely. They just stick in their room. They don't touch grass. They don't touch women. They don't go out. They don't do anything but get babied by their mom in the basement. So anywho, this is Big Bruh. Thank you for listening. I'm out. Peace.